Chris, I'm going to start with you. I want to ask you because Mercy constantly asks what it means to do the right thing, but every option carries a damage. So I want to know if you disagreed with your character's choices at all while playing him.
Oh, dis boy, yes. I mean, certainly he's a human being who's flawed and broken, and whether or not he's guilty of murdering his wife, we find out through the course of the film, but he's certainly guilty of a lot. And he made a lot of bad choices for himself. And yes, I would not want to make those same choices for myself. Doesn't mean that I don't make bad choices, though, because I'm a human being and I'm flawed like anybody else, and I screw up in my own way. But I think that I do agree that human intuition is at least part of the equation in justice, and that the truth is always in the gray in between. It's not fact-based and just black and white, but there's intuition that's important when it comes to criminal justice, and so that I do agree with.
So, for the both of you, Callie, Chris, was it important for you guys that Mercy resisted a clean, comforting resolution?
A clean, comfortable resolution. I mean, it's all based on perspective. I would say. It's with this film specifically, to my character, as far as she's concerned, yes, absolutely. This is what she believes in and what she stands behind. So, as far as the collective, what do you think?
I think it was important to have a profound ending. Every great story needs to wow in the end, and I think this is an incredible story. It's an isolated, wildly original thriller in a genre that's recently emerging, the screen life genre, but told in a totally blockbuster way. And so I think the best movies have to have a wow ending, and I think we did about as good as you possibly can with this story, because this is a hero who has lost his wife. She's been murdered. And it's 90 minutes in the life of this character. You can't expect at the end of that 90 minutes, he's going to be like, hooray! He's got to still deal with the fact that his wife got murdered like 10 hours ago. So it's not like a happy movie, but it is a thriller, and it keeps you on the edge of your seat, and there are still victories for him to have. And so the ending that we had, I thought, was really nice the way it wrapped it up, and I think it's really beautiful what it says about making mistakes and learning from mistakes.
For the two of you again, what stayed with you after filming wrapped? Question, feeling, discomfort, something that you couldn't shake?
Probably this rattling in my ankle when I walk, because I injured it, and I'm at the age now where if I injure myself, it's going to hurt for the rest of my life. And so, yeah, my right ankle, I gave a little bit of myself to this movie, and I think it has to do with some soft tissue damage in the right ankle.
No, I mean, I'm having a really, in my early in my career, I'm having the blessing of working with some really incredible people, with incredible filmmakers, directors. So I've taken with me the connections, the friendships that I've made through this entire film, and we have a conversation piece that's so relevant that we can reflect back on. But it was just amazing to work with everybody, even though we didn't work in the same rooms. We had a really good time, and the connections will last hopefully a lifetime.
I think that's very well said. I think that's always the very best thing that you take away from any project. The destination, of course, is all of us sitting in a 3D theater, immersed in this story for 90 minutes when it opens up, and just totally being engrossed in an amazing story. That's the destination. But the journey for us getting there, it's always about the relationships and the friendships that you make along the way.
Chris, are you more scared of AI or of humans?
I'm not really scared of AI or humans. That's right. You heard it. I'm not afraid of anything.
Okay.
Probably.
Except for Brussels sprouts.
I am. The reason I'm scared of AI is because of the brokenness of humans. And so I think it's the combination of the two. I'm not afraid of nuclear bombs because they don't go off on their own. It's human beings who wield these weapons, and it's an incredibly powerful tool, and just like a hammer, it could be used to build something beautiful, or it could be used to bash your brains out. So I'm hoping that in the right hands, AI can really move humanity forward.
Again, for the two of you, what question do you hope audiences walk away asking themselves once the film ends?
Who else can I take to go see this incredible thriller? Who in my friends list needs to go put their phone down for 90 minutes and be taken on a wild journey? I would say that ultimately, and that sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but truthfully, this is not a think piece about AI. I don't think it's meant to pose questions that have us thinking. We're already thinking enough about everything that's going on in the world. There's so much to consider. This is an opportunity to shut all that out for 90 solid minutes and just go on an incredible journey. That's what this is. This is sheer entertainment. That's the beauty of cinema, and it's the beauty of the theatrical experience. Is you can go with your friends, your family, your buddies, and sit down and just be taken on a journey, on a wild ride for 90 minutes. So my hope is it's a bit of reprieve from having to think too much about the world, which is so chaotic.
Well said. And the only thing I would add to that is it is a wild ride. And the only other question you should pose is, how can I get a quadcopter? How can I have that wild ride? And then I think that would be like a perfect question.
Not about the same thing. I want one of those. You guys, I do want to tell you, not that it is important what I think, but I really, really enjoyed it. I went into the theater without like having any thoughts on my head, and I really, really loved it. I thought it was great.
To me, your opinion does matter, so thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you. You're right, Ursula. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate that.
Have a great time in Mexico.
Oh,
Thank
we will.
you so much.
See ya.